My goodness. This is a big one.
Wait.
Probably 175 pounds.
They won't go.
Oh, look at his teeth.
He'll go about 100. He got in the lagoon this morning and couldn't get back over the bar.
Nick Damon is fishing for barracuda and hooked him. When you get on the way, Alek?
Forenoon, high tide. We prayed to St. Margaret last night. Lit 10 candles to her. The signs are right. We'll get plenty of sponge.
We prayed to St. Margaret, too, last year.
Yeah. We prayed and a lot of good it done. No luck, no sponges, and now we got no money to buy gear.
Silent blasphemer.
Oh, who cares about St. Margaret? Will she help us if Savanis takes our boat away?
Fool! Imbecile! Accursed one! Pray to St. Margaret for forgiveness.
Let me go!
Pray. Pray!
Santa Margarita, I pray. I pray. Absolvo mio. Save us from the evil one. Deliver us from Savanis.
Mike, I've been meaning to have a heart-to-heart talk with you for some time.
Well, if it's about money...
Well, it is and it isn't. It's mostly about your daughter.
Rosie?
How many daughters have you?
Only Rosie.
You old rascal. Well, it may surprise you to know that I've had a weather eye on Rosie for quite some time.
You, Mr. Savanis?
Listen, Mike, I'm not proud even if I do run this town. And I come right to the point about things. That's why I am what I am. I want to marry Rosie.
Well, I don't know. Rosie's mighty funny about some things.
Where is Rosie now?
Out somewhere. Our children here don't mind like they do in the old country. You never know where they are or what they are doing.
Did you think you could get away from me?
I could if I tried.
Oh, yes, you could.
Maybe I don't want to get away from you.
Yeah.
I am not 45 yet. And what's my age got to do with it?
I don't know how she'll take it.
You know I loaned you $2,000, don't you? Do you think I let you have it on these security? You bet I didn't. It was on account of her, Rosie. You got to make her listen.
You mean unless Rosie marries...
Use your own judgment. The day the banns are published for our wedding, I'll tear up all your notes.
But, Mr. Crockett, this thing is worth over $10,000. Old Tropolopolis only wants so we can go back to the old country. Now, for only $3,000...
Oh, I've too much money tied up in boats now, Joe.
Plenty reasonable, boss. You hold the sponge auction every year, and you know that this one trip will more than square me up.
I hear that story every year, Joe, from some young wants to get married.
The kid?
I know, and your father before you. He died on the bank, didn't he?
Yes, sir, but with modern equipment, it's different. Why, this boat's got all kinds
That boat is a hoodoo, Joe. That's why Tropolopolis is willing to let it go so cheap.
Oh, surely a businessman like you don't believe in jinxes.
Well, I'm not superstitious, but I'm careful. I've seen too many things happen.
Then you can't see it?
No, not a chance. Sorry, Joe.
That's all right, Mr. Crockett. But I'm going to get that money somewhere. Savanis, please don't take our boat.
We had tough luck last time out. Our pump broke, our seams leaked, and the engine went bad.
That's why we come back before we get the load. But this time we stay out until time for the auction. We get plenty sponge.
Then you can pay?
If you'll give us an
That's
extension.
not the way I do business. I am taking your boat today. Wait. I don't want to be hard on you. You haven't got a job. So how would you like to run the boat for me and share?
How much share we get?
1/5 each together.
No.
Shut your mouth. We take it. After all, we got to live. Sure, listen. She must scratch my eyes out. She says she's going to marry Joe Bethel.
On what?
I don't know. She said he's going to buy a boat.
It's leaving tomorrow. And there is only one sponge boat for sale. The Athena. What would he get $6,000?
No, don't ask me. I don't know.
Why, hello, Joe.
Hello.
Have a smoke.
No, thanks. I never use them. Tobacco's bad for a diver, you know.
Oh, yeah. Of course. What's the matter? Don't you feel well?
Who, me? Why, I never felt better in my life.
Yeah, you ought to feel swell. I would if I were you. Only somehow you don't look like a prospective bridegroom.
Who told you?
Maybe it was a little fish.
Quit your kid.
I know it's Rosie, and I think you're a lucky kid, Joe.
Well, maybe I ain't so lucky. Anyhow, things ain't working out so good.
What's the matter? What's wrong, kid?
I want to buy the Athena. I've been over trying to borrow the money from Mr. Crockett.
That sounds like a good investment. Why didn't you come to me?
Why, I thought that you'd want too big a bonus.
Not for you, Joe. You are the best diver in the fleet. Besides, I have a soft spot in my heart for Rosie. I want Rosie to be happy.
Well, that's swell of you, Mr. Savanis. If I don't go out with the fleet tomorrow, I'll have to wait another year.
You don't have to wait. Come on in and let's talk it over. You're gonna have...
Joe, you changed your name. You christened her after me.
It's a beautiful name. And it'll bring me luck, too.
How'd you manage it, Joe? I thought trouble...
Come on, let's take a look.
Where I have to go, Mike?
That's what you call an engine. None of your converted tractors, but the latest thing in diesel. She kicks over 150 horsepower and makes 12 knots. 2 complete diving suits, a kedge anchor forward, and a 250-pound mud hook, too. Reconditioned Navy-type pump. The crew's signed, supplies are aboard, and we're ready to sail.
Joe, where did you get...
You see, she only draws 5.5 feet.
Joe, where did you get that money?
Huh?
You heard me. Where did you get that other $3,000?
Oh, that was easy. I just went out and borrowed it. Now, these deck timbers are made of thick and
Tell
goes
me
wide
this
open.
instant where you got that money.
I promise not to tell. And besides, what difference does it make?
You got it from Savanis.
I tried everywhere else, Rosie.
Oh, Joe. Savanis. When you know he wants this boat, you know he always gets what he goes after.
There's nothing he can do. I've got the boat. I'll be the first one in with full hatches for the auction. I'll pay him off then.
Oh, Joe, I'm afraid. Terribly afraid.
Don't be foolish, dear. You should have seen how good he treated me. Why, he even gave me the money without a bonus.
Theo Savanis never gives something for nothing.
Sharper than a serpent's tooth is a disobedient child. I never thought my own flesh and blood would send me to the poorhouse.
You do as I say, and you won't ever be poor.
You just tell me what, Mr. Savanis.
Give me a drink, Mike.
Did you get the job?
He's giving me 110.
You're getting more than shares for this job, Nick. But you better use your brain.
Oh, hello.
Good luck, Nick. Hello, Rosita, darling.
Rosita without the darling to you, Mr. Savanis.
You're not very grateful for favors, Rosie.
That all depends upon what you call a favor. If you think I don't know why you gave Joe that money, you're crazier than I think you are.
Then why don't you get him to give it back?
You know very well it's too late. Joe wouldn't do that. And if you try any monkey business on him, you'll wish you'd never been born.
Let's go down the water. Come on, Mike. Rosie will take care of the place.
All right. Take care of the store, Rosie.
All right, Pop.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Hey, Kargas! Bring back a lot of sponge, everybody! Bring back a lot of sponge, everybody! Good night!
So long, Alek.
Come on, Harry Johnson! Good night! Take you out, David!
Come on, Alek.
Savanis, who's that in the pilot house with Joe?
Rosie's going away with Joe. She's on that boat.
Well, what can I do?
Get her off.
Oh, yes, but I don't...
You'll get her off or else.
Oh, no, Mr. Savanis.
I'll send Cimos with you. You can get them before they get over the lagoon. Use the speedboat.
Yes, but Mr. Savanis...
Come on.
No, listen a minute, Mr. Savanis. Now, baby, now, wait.
on.
Now, wait a minute, Mr. Savanis. I don't want to go down there. Listen, I don't...
Come on.
Come on now, Mr. Savanis. Now, wait, Mr. Savanis. Why, wait.
Cimos, bring that girl back here, even if
Okay,
you
boys.
Every basket of sponge that comes up means that I'll be that much closer to you.
Send word by one of the other boats how you're getting on. Maybe you can write.
And there won't be time for that. I'm going to be the first boat in with full hatches.
You'll be careful, won't you, Joe?
There isn't a thing to worry about, honey.
It's been blessed, Joe. Santa Margarita. off, though. Come on.
Now, Rosie.
Say, were you taking Pop on a picnic? Or did Savannah send you out to take me off Joe's boat?
Fathoms and rocky bottom.
We're over the bend. Lower the mud hook.
Joe, come here, quick.
What's wrong, fellas?
What's going on?
Let me out. What's the matter now? Lost anchor.
Tough, Joe.
Hard luck.
That's a rotten break.
Well, what are you going to do? This chain hasn't rusted. It's practically new. Been eaten away with some kind of acid. What are you going to do now?
We can use the kedge anchor. The kedge? Say, how do you get that way? If you think I'm going down below with nothing but a kedge to hold his bottom, you're nuts. Nick's right, Joe. You can't take a chance. You know these bottom currents here. If the Rosita ever starts to drift...
It'd be the same thing as murder. We're going into Blanca Key and get another anchor.
That means we lose more time. This tub is certainly the Jenks.
Only gone 5 weeks, and the flag's going up. The first boat is coming back.
It's Joe! It's Joe!
Hi, Alek. Well, lads, this is a lucky trip. St. Margaret was good to us.
Pa, did Joe send me any word?
No, Rosie. I didn't even see him.
Fathoms down. More.
Coil that line, Sculpin.
When this craft ever puts anything away.
Chin-chin's trick, huh, Kargas?
Just run down.
"45 minutes will be enough for the old boy. He looked bad this morning." How'd you do?
Pretty good. Best so far. I got 8 muskets.
That's fine, Nick. We gotta do better. We've been out for 8 weeks and only have half a load.
Well, it looks like we all lose. If we could only get over a good sponge bed for a couple of days, we'd fill open them hatches.
Stop the pump! What's the matter? Chin-chin's air stopped coming up. Try the pump, slow. How is it? She's hardly turning over, Joe. He's coming up. There he is. When? Are you crazy? What are you trying to do, murder him?
Well, I think maybe he was already dead.
He would be if you opened that up too quick. You know better than that.
Oh, well, I was excited.
There's a bottle under my bunk, Sculpin.
I've stood all I can. This boat is hoodooed. If I were you, I wouldn't go down again if the bottom is covered with gold.
That goes for me, Nick. Me too.
My wife told me not to ship on this boat.
What happened, Tin-Tin?
Valve get tight. And no can open it. I guess I'm too old, Joe. I don't good anymore.
Old Tin-Tin's in bad shape, Sculpin. You get him out of his suit and into the tender. Row him over to the Athos boys' boat. They're going in tonight. He won't dive again for a long time.
Hey, look, Joe.
We've been out for 8 weeks. One thing after another's happened. We've called them accidents. But that's no accident. Someone jammed that spring deliberately.
This boat is hoodooed.
Sure it is. Oh, that hoodoo stuff is the bunk. If there's a jinx on this boat, it's got 2 legs. I don't know which one of you did this, but I'm going to work this boat from now on like you were all guilty.
Not me. This boat is a curse. I want to go ashore.
You're going to stay and you're going to work. Any more of you asking for it? I ask no man to do anything that I wouldn't do. I'm taking over Chin-Chin's trick. And for every hour that you put in, Nick, I'll put in 2.
Joe. You sure got 'em jumping through hoops. But you gotta watch 'em.
You'll have to keep an eye to windward, Sculpin, while I'm down.
I'm a dead shot. Did I ever tell you about the time I killed a whale with one bullet?
Yes. See that you do as well if there's any funny business.
Blow me down if I don't. Start the pump.
Good work, Nick. Nice sponge you set up.
Yeah, not bad. Well, basket.
All away.
How deep's he working?
16 fathoms under.
Yeah. All number one wool sponge.
Pretty good.
Do you know how Joe does it? He's got some trained crabs down there working for him.
What's the matter? It's stuck. Get him up, quick.
Has anybody got a bottle?
Just now. Get me some ham and eggs.
Henhman, Pop, make it snappy.
All right.
Did you see Joe?
No, I didn't see him. We brought old Chin Chin in with the bends, and he told me plenty. There hasn't been a day that something hasn't happened. Smashed gear, leaky seams, busted anchor chain. He's moved all over the banks like a Jenks was after him.
Poor Joe.
He ain't got a chance. It's the same sort of stuff that happened to our boat a year ago. Now Savanis got our boat.
Thanks, Athos, for telling me.
Come in the back door. Hello, Rosita. Come in. Oh, come on. It certainly is an unexpected pleasure.
I've been talking things over with Pop.
You're beginning to be sensible, Rosie.
I guess you're a bigger man than I had any idea. You always get what you go after, don't you?
Sure, I use my brain. I never lose my head.
I guess you're right.
What about Joe?
Joe, I'm sore at him. He never sent me any word when the Athos boat came in tonight.
I heard the Rosita Purina Blagaki, and there is many nice-looking girls there. And when a young fellow like Joe has been at sea for a long time, he forgets, you know, a girl in every port. You don't want Joe, Rosie. He can't give you what you're to have. I can.
If I could only believe you really love me.
Could I want to marry you if I didn't?
If I was only sure I'd marry you before Joe comes back to the auction, just to spite.
He wouldn't even be back for auction day.
What makes you so sure?
I got a man on board his boat. You'll marry me, Rosie?
I'll tell you tomorrow noon. I want time to think.
I'll come to the coffee shop.
I'll be waiting.
One kiss, Rosie.
Please.
Are you afraid of me?
No, I'm afraid of myself. But tomorrow...
She's clearing up.
The pump was full of sand. Blow me down if it wasn't. Looked like it was done on purpose. It must have been.
Where's Nick? Nick? It's your trick below.
I ain't going down. I'm afraid. After what happened to you, sand in the pumps, this boat is jinxed. I ain't going down, I tell you.
The pumps have been cleaned. Get into your suit.
Not for you or anybody else. All right. I'll go.
Joe, you better get some rest. Did I ever tell you about my cruise on the Albatross? What's that?
Whoever it is, they're coming fast.
Making straight for us, too.
Rosie!
I heard about your trouble, Joe, and I know who's doing it.
Who is it?
Nick Cimos. I saw him at Savanis the day you left. Where is he?
On the bottom.
I wish he'd never come up.
Rosie, never say a thing like that. It might come true. Besides, I've beaten Savanis. My hatches are full.
Joe! Oh, Joe, I'm so glad.
Stop that pump! What is it? He's taking it full up. When I pull, he no move. Now bubble stop. Something's wrong.
Joe. My wish.
Sculpin, get a line on that wrench.
Joe, you can't! Joe, you can't risk your life for that!
Hurry!
Joe! Listen to me! Let me go! Joe! Can he make it?
Look! Bubbles! On the pumps!
They're coming up! Watch yourself now.
Touch Joe, Sculpin!
I'll take care of him. Don't worry about Joe. All right, Joe. You're all right. Take it easy. Oh, I don't boy. Take care.
All right.
Are you all right, Joe?
All right, get on the face.
He'll be all right. Ain't love grand? Did I ever tell you about me 8 points?
Yeah!
Well, my lad, she was one of the finest men.
Well, how do I look?
You look gorgeous, boy. Just like a king or something that was going to his wedding.
Huh? Where's Rosie? We ain't open for business today.
I had a date with Rosie, 12 o'clock.
Rosie's gone.
What?
And she hasn't been home all night.
What is she?
I don't know. Her bed even has been slept in.
Go find her.
Tomorrow's auction day, and we'll be in before dawn.
Then am I going to laugh right in Savanis' face?
That's nothing to what I'm going to do.
All set below.
All clear, boys?
All clear, Joe. Cylinder head blew off. Must have been cracked. And that's loosened. Anyway, it's gone.
Joe, I mean to tell you, Joe, when you saved me, I'm no good. Why you don't let me die?
Oh, what's the use?
I quit.
Well, not quit. You can get a cylinder head up like a key. The speedboat. We can be there and back in 4 hours.
Get ready to put a new head on that engine.
Rosie's gone, all right. I looked everywhere. Nobody's seen her. And that ain't all. Your speedboat's gone, too.
Get your men aboard the Apollo. You see that Joe Bethel don't get here for the sponge auction tomorrow.
Hurry!
We'll never make it in time for the auction, Joe.
We gotta make it.
Blow me down if we don't. He's almost ready now.
No! The Apollo!
Cimos is going to board her.
Cimos! Go, they're going.
Just a friendly message to you from your pal, Savanis.
Well, we licked them, didn't we? Blow me down if we didn't.
Well, why didn't you use this gun?
Why, the darn thing ain't even loaded.
Nick's in pretty bad shape, Joe. Better take a look at him.
Get the engine going. Nick! Get a blanket.
Don't pay any attention to me. I'm not worth it. You got to get going, Joe. You got to make that auction.
Rosie, hop in that speedboat. Get to the auction and try to get Mr. Crockett to wait for us.
I'm offering lot number 64. What am I offering? Who makes the first bid? Who'll make the first bid?
2,000.
2,000. Say, what do you think you're buying? Peanuts? 2,000. Do I hear 3? 3,000. 3. 3 I'm over. Do I hear 4? Who'll make it 4? 4. Do I hear 5? Boy, 500.
Nice trip you made, Athos. I got a nice flash for your punch.
5.
Here's your pick.
Going. Oh. Lot number 65, that of Captain Alek, who won the flag this season. Come up. Speak up, boy. 6,000. 6,000. Who'll make it 7? Who'll make 7?
too.
Gentlemen, I'm not going to let Captain Alek's sponge go for such a ridiculous price. Good sponge is scarce this year.
What are you up to?
None of your business.
You stole my speedboat.
Let me alone.
Where's your Bethel?
Gentlemen, a sponge is a precious thing. It's an intricate process of nature. It is male and female in itself. Did you gentlemen ever hear about the love life of the sponge? Love life of the sponge. Sponge is merely a skeleton, my friend. A gelatinous mass, each minute particle of which is a living creature attached to its mate. And who is to say that there is no romance in a polyp? Who'll give me 8,000?
What are you trying to do, Crockett? You can't hold up the truck any longer. It's against the rules.
I'm the auctioneer here, Savanis, not you. I make my own rules. When this auction closes, these buyers can't get any more sponge for another year.
That's the Rosita! That's Joe!
Come on, let's hurry up. Quick! Quick! Get those sponges up the shed as quick as you can. Come on.
Lot number 65 sold to Mr. Harris for 8,500.
If you want to declare this auction closed, I do.
You may run this town, Savanis, but not this auction. This auction is still open. I'll bring on the next lot, Crockett.
Come on, I can't hang around here long. I'm leaving tonight.
Are we in time?
Wait a minute. You all know how Savanis has robbed you, cheated you, stolen your boat? And he puts me or one of his men on your boats to see that you don't get hit with his sponges, just like he tried to do with Joe. He stole your boat, Athos. Yours, Demetrios. Yours, Marcus.
What am I offered? Bid up, gentlemen. Last but not least, Joe Bethel's boatload of sponge. The finest brought in this year. 6,000. 6,000. Do I hear 7? Do I hear 7? 7. 7. Thank you. 7. Who'll give me 8? Who'll give me 8? 8,000. 8,000. 8 I got. Who'll give me 9? 9,000. 9,000. 9,000. Who can say 10? Who'll say 10?
Face to face with the biggest shark you ever seen.
10,000. 10 I got. Who'll give me 11? 10 I'm offered. Who'll say 11? Who'll say 11?